Clay Davidson will come out of the red corner in the black shorts, the black and white trunks for Rodney Wallace out of the blue corner.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Hard Knocks Fight Breakdown. My name is Jeremy Ballantine. Today we take a look at the main event from Hard Knocks 40, Rodney Wallace taking on Clay Davidson. Davidson coming off a big win at Hard Knocks 38 and Wallace winning at Hard Knocks 36. And the fight gets off really fast. Rodney Wallace catches with a jab, follows up with a nice shot that lands right to the temple of Clay Davidson, and then some killer instinct being shown, just landing punches until Clay Davidson was able to stop them, some elbows as well. Here's another look. There's that one that landed on the temple, and you could see the legs are rubber for Clay Davidson, and it really set the tone for the rest of the fight because Clay Davidson really wasn't the same fighter after this big shot and all the punishment that he ended up taking in the first round as a result of this initial takedown. And for Rodney Wallace, a good start for him because he had a little bit of a slower fight at Hard Knocks 36. Here's some elbows being dropped by Rodney Wallace. He's using the hand to locate, and now as we move on in the fight, this time he's just dropping short elbows, so he's not really relocating the elbow, just anything he can to target the cut that Clay Davidson ended up getting. Here's later on in the fight, Clay Davidson on the back of Rodney Wallace was able to get there through the takedown, but Rodney Wallace basically just does a wrestling arm throw as he hips in and throws through, gets a hold of the arm of Davidson, and is able to end up taking him down. Later on in the fight, again, Davidson up, and Davidson has an excellent guillotine. He's known as the guillotine master. He got Todd Stout in a guillotine, and the problem with this is halfway through the fight. Rodney Wallace has a shaved head, and the sweat has built up by this point, so the guillotine is going to be extremely hard to land, and Davidson gave up a good position. Here's a shot later on in the fight, and Clay Davidson shoots in, and we're going to break down each aspect of this. The first one is why he shoots. If you look at the footwork of Rodney Wallace, he's set up for a big right hand, and so Clay Davidson is going to shoot underneath it. The problem is Wallace never threw it, so he was able to defend. Now the hands are locked for Clay Davidson, which is a good position, but with what Rodney Wallace is giving by standing straight up, he needed to drop down and get the knees together and then finish to the side, not try and pick him up. That's what happens when the legs are straight. You have to drop down. With this, Wallace, an excellent wrestler, was able to get out of that position. Now Davidson's going to use Wallace's wrestling against him. Wallace's hips are in front, which is good position if you're a wrestler because this is how you end up throwing somebody. This time Davidson, knowing that Wallace is going to try and keep his hips in front, takes him backwards across, trips over top of his own knee, and ends up in a good top position. So good work by Davidson there. Here's some good defense by Rodney Wallace. You see he's grabbing onto the wrists of Clay Davidson to make it so that he can't land any big shots, and anytime the hands start to move, he knows where they are. Here's another time where Clay Davidson in the fight had a top position, and instead of going for striking, he decided, hey, I'm going to try this guillotine, and it was countered by Rodney Wallace, who at this point knew. This is later on and another guillotine attempt by Clay Davidson where he gives up a top position where he could have been landing shots, and Rodney Wallace, the UFC veteran and now Hard Knocks veteran, able to get out of that position, and he uses that to win the fight for him.
In the blue corner, Rodney, shown of the Master, Wallace!
Rodney Wallace is your winner here. He's going to be in the center of the cage with Ryan.
Rodney, 2 trips up to the Hard Knocks cage, 2 wins, 4